Hi everyone, this is Tammy, owner of Worthy, Worth It, and Priceless. And today's podcast, I actually don't have a title for it right now. I just want to get into the lesson or the encouragement per se. So basically when you click on it, you'll know it's a new one and I'll figure out the title later. So anyway, this is a Yavea inspired podcast. Yavea is my 3-year-old daughter. I don't know why I did a pause there, but either way, Yavea is my three-year-old daughter, and I stated in a previous podcast that Yavea was diagnosed with autism. With her being diagnosed with autism, her teachers and I we came up with a system as far as getting Yavea into a routine. So hopefully she could learn a little easier. And basically we're trying to just learn her learning styles and all of that. So either way, at school she has a routine, and then at home I have a routine for her as well. So with that being said, last night what happened was we were doing a routine. Yavea has dinner at a certain time. She has her bath every night at the same time. And then afterwards, we have basically like a no TV time. And during that time is when I will basically go into the room or whatever, and will listen to music. Vea loves to dance. If you've seen any of my Instagrams or whatever, I showed you a video of her dancing and stuff like that. So Vea loves to dance. So we'll do dancing, and then we usually end the night off by either watching, she loves watching Randy Santel. He's a competitive eater. So she loves watching his videos, or we might watch something on Netflix, but either way. So last night, what happened was, we did the whole routine. But I was kind of hungry, so I was like, and it was still a little early for our little routine. So I was like, let's go downstairs and go get a snack. Well, Vea flips out. Like, she has like a full-on tantrum. She's on the ground kicking and screaming and all the other stuff. And I'm like, oh my God. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to give you a snack, and, you won't let me give you a snack. And so this isn't the first time that this has happened. A couple of days ago, we went to Joann's. If you follow me on anything else, you know that I sew as well. I make pillows and all that stuff. So around like the Black Friday sale or whatever, it wasn't super early in the morning, so it wasn't that type of thing, but it was like in the middle of the day or whatever. We went to Joann's and went and got our fabric. I went and got the fabric, and it was like a pretty hefty amount of fabric, so I put it in the car. And then we're going to Dollar Tree, and I was going to get her snacks, her favorite snacks, and all the other stuff. Well, what happened was, for her, I guess it was out of routine. And what she did was, when we were about to go into a Dollar Tree, she has a whole fit. So I was like, okay, never mind. We're not going to go. And basically, I'm not saying it ruined the situation, but she basically didn't get the gift or the surprise that she was going to get. She got it a different day, whatever. But with that, sometimes that's the same thing that happens with us. Yavea is 3 years old, like I stated. Yavea has never been on this earth past 3 years. Get what I'm saying? The thing is that Yavea doesn't know where we're going, this, that, and the third. And if you look at it in a spiritual level, that's the same thing that God is doing for us. A lot of times when our life isn't going by the routine, we want to have a fit, and we don't know where God is taking us. And sometimes we can miss out on our blessing or the gifts that God is trying to give us because it's not in the routine or what we established in our mind that things were supposed to go in. It also states in the Bible, as you guys have possibly heard or whatever, that God says, for I know the plans for you. I'm paraphrasing, but for I know the plans for you, they're for good and not for harm and stuff like that. So the thing about it is, we sit up here and we don't know the plans that God has for us. We know our routine. Like when we wake up in the morning, you either take a bath, take a shower, do whatever. And you go on along your day. But God knows the blessings that he's going to have come along the day. He knows that if you're going to find $100 on the floor, he knows that if somebody's going to possibly hit your car, things like that. And he knows how to steer you in the right direction. But the problem is with us, when things don't look the way that we think that they're supposed to look, we start having a fit. And then God's like, okay, well, never mind. You know what I mean? Or we go the long way about going or getting to a destination when God had an easier way for us to go. And what I'm saying to you is trust God and trust the process that he has you on. It may not look the way that you think it's going to look, but in the end, it'll all work out. And the thing is, don't miss your blessing being in your own head. God knows what tomorrow holds. He knows what he's doing. He knows what he's preparing you for. The problem is, we don't know that. We think we know where we're going. We think we know the path. And sometimes we stay stuck in our mind and not trying or not actually really being connected to God and seeing where he's taking us. I know for me as well, like I'll just, my mind might go from one extreme to the next. Like, I've been told this like a lot of times, like, you know, I'll change my mind in a second and then I'll be so, you know, energized on doing this one thing. And then once I actually think about it, like, man, I probably shouldn't have did that. You know what I mean? And that's the thing. And God is trying to avoid us doing the, oh, I shouldn't have did that. But the problem is we're not connected enough to him to know that this is the things that we shouldn't do. And we should not lean onto our own understanding. We should lean on to God. So today, try something different. Try trusting in God, trusting in his methods. Don't rely so much on your routine. And if there's a problem with your routine or something doesn't work out exactly the way that you see it in your mind, know that God has a plan and a process for what you're going through. So until next time, continue to have a worthy worth and a priceless life. And thank you for listening to this podcast. And until next time, oh yeah, that's it. Bye.